I'm Agat Pukasa, the Sustainability Integration and Impact Principal at Anglo American. In April this year, our business will welcome a new Chief Executive, Duncan Wanblad.
Thank you so much.
Before he takes up this new role, he's agreed to meet me to give us a better understanding of who he is and what makes him tick.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Can you just tell us a bit about yourself and how you became associated with Anglo American?
Well, I guess Dad worked for JCI, and my grandfather on my mother's side worked for Ramford Estates gold mine. So mining's in the blood, I guess. And I was determined not to be one. So the bottom line was that by the time I'd got to university, I'd had a lot of advice, a lot from my dad, and I thought that I would do engineering. So with the intention of not going into mining, but doing motorsports actually. But as it happened, I did a few vac jobs for mining, and I loved it. It wasn't really the mining per se or the engineering per se that I loved, but it was the people that I loved. And the rest is history, as they say.
No, I love the way you kind of emphasize the fact that it's actually the people that attracted you. So would you say that's kind of motivated you to stay in the industry?
Oh, absolutely. Look, I mean, there are many things that motivate me to stay in the industry, not least of which the company itself. I mean, I feel very privileged to be part of this company and have been part of this company for such a long time. And I've seen it evolve in the 30 plus years that I've been in here. And every day is a really exciting day. And it's not just the fact that we mine stuff very well and that the world needs the stuff that we mine, and I'm very passionate about that, but it's how we do it and the impact that we have, not just on where the product goes and how the product is used at the end of the day, but on the people that are part of the operations and part of the communities and the host regions where we operate. So it's a real privilege to be a part of trying to improve their lives as we do our jobs.
Do you have any way to describe the type of emotions you are feeling for this new adventure?
Incredibly privileged. That's how I feel, and totally cognizant that many great people have gone before me in this role. And it's really important to me that I steward this period of the company's life in the best way that I possibly can. So I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. And of course, just a little bit nervous. Never done this before, but I'm really looking forward to it because I think we're set up really well. And not only is the company in good shape, but we have some great people in the company. So I feel like I've got lots to lean into as we forge our new chapter in history, because that's what we will be doing.
What makes you most proud of actually being part of Anglo American, and what makes Anglo American stand out, particularly when it comes to its peers?
So Anglo American over the last sort of 10 years has evolved into, I think, a very focused, purpose-driven organization. I think Anglo American's always been a great company. Let me be clear on that. And I think Anglo American, through its history, has always tried to differentiate itself from its peers by the way we do things and how we do things. The fact that we have this purpose that just seems to completely resonate, from the bottom of the organization through to the top, helps people get out of bed in the morning, lets them understand why they want to come to work every day and bring the best of themselves to work every day.
What are some of your key priorities in your first few months of being chief executive?
Look, as I say, I think Mark has done such a phenomenal job in leading the company to where we are today. I'm very proud to have been a part of his team, to be part of that journey and get us to here. And I'm very keen that we continue on that journey. So that's very important, and it's a very important message to the whole of the organization. I think we have a great strategy, so there's no big surprises or big changes that we need to do there. I think what we need to do is become a lot more focused on the pace of change, right? So we have now, I think, a very well developed understanding, at least, of the organizational model within which we operate. And so for us to be able to execute on our purpose, we need to keep the business on its feet and hitting its straps all the time in the business that we have today. When you do that, then I think we can think about how we transform the business. And part of that transformation is this deep technological drive that we've got. So that helps improve some of the productivity. It helps minimize the footprint that we have, that the business has on the industry and on society at large. So the idea that you're minimizing water, you're minimizing the use of land, you're minimizing the impact on communities around the mines, and so on, negative impacts, not positive impacts. Those are really important things to do, and we need technologies to help drive that. So how we work, the social part of it, is very important, being consistent, being authentic, being true to what we say we're going to do, and then doing it. So trust is a very important part of this equation. So building that trust and then maintaining that trust, but then using technologies to make it more sustainable over time.
Thank you for sitting down and having a chat, and we'll definitely be one of the troopers working towards our purpose.
Thank you, Gat. Much appreciated.